What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. This is round number 2 of the PTCGO tournament series, and this is the series number, I think it's number 2, right? No, number 3, round 2. We're playing the Vileplume box deck. Alright, sorry, that was a little crazy. And we won the coin flip, which is fantastic. Hopefully we get the turn 1 Vileplume, alright? So we got Jolteon, we got Regice, we got Oddish, me too, I bought a good luck real quick. You can't really type on PTCGO anymore, so we'll say good luck on Facebook real quick. Alright, so we're going to start with Jolteon. We have a Regice and an Oddish. Now, he is playing some kind of dark, I think it was like Dark Psychic, so it could be a Dark Eye Garbodor deck, like Azul did to win, a couple weeks ago. So there is a Friday Night Yveltal, okay. We'll put down the Regice. We'll put an Oddish. DC the active, and we are to Shaman for 3 new cards. And with this, we need to find a Force of Giant Plants, and obviously like a Gloom Vileplume, that'd be fantastic. Alright, so Glaceon, Lugia. I'm just gonna Sycamore right now. Yeah, I don't think Glaceon's gonna be that useful. Lugia's not that useful either. We could Shaman for 1, but do I want to Shaman for 1? No, I'm just gonna Sycamore, discard my hand, draw 7 new cards. We do play another Shaman, so we could hit a third one. There's a Trainer's Mail. Okay, we have double Trainer's Mail. If one of these is a Force Giant Plants, we're good to go. Alright, there's a Ultra Ball. We'll grab that to dig a little bit more, maybe grab another Oddish. Another Shaman. We'll Trainer's Mail again. And we'll grab it in for the next turn, okay? So we are going to Ultra Ball, discard the Oddish and the Gloom to grab out a Shaman. And we're going to set up for 2 new cards. And if we find a Force Giant Plants, we can get the turn 1 Vileplume. So yes, we'll set up, get 2 new cards. And can we find one or not? And no, we do not find one, unfortunately. Alright, so we will have to pass. We'll put down Manaphy. And yeah, we'll just pass onto my opponent's turn. Oh, man. We have the Gloom, we have the Vileplume, but no Force of Giant Plants. So my opponent's turn, they're going to draw a card. Now we do have a Rainbow Energy, and we can Flash Ray for the knockout next turn, which is fantastic. But let's see. There's an Enhanced Hammer. Discard that DC immediately, which is not good at all. There's a Trubbish coming down. And do they find a Flowstone on that Trubbish? There's a Trainer's Mail. Look at top cards of his deck. And I imagine, like I said, this is the list just like Azul's, okay? And can he find, like, a, can he find, what is it? A Flowstone? Yeah, that's the main thing. Can he find a Flowstone, a supporter card? There's an end with both in new hand of 6. We were going to end him this turn. Man, we just, with the Force of Giant Plants, we would have had it. That would have been fantastic. So there's an Ultra Ball, Love Ball. Hey, there's a Force of Giant Plants, okay? A little bit late, but whatever. Flowstone going down to Trubbish, which is not good, and Yveltal coming down as well. And we'll most likely see a pass. He can't attack all in his first turn. He already attached a Dark to the active, so we see Sycamore going to their hand. And what we... Okay, so we're going to thin our deck out just a little bit. Alright, so Max looks at the top cards of his deck. Probably attaching Dark to the Darker. Yveltal, okay. And does it want to play a Ranger? That's another question as well. And does he have a Garbodor in his hand? If you have a Garbodor, he can automatically put that down. But on our turn, we get a Gloom. So I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard a Love Ball, and a Gloom. And let's see what we decide to get. We could grab Jirachi. Maybe we could start us off next turn. But that's not really that useful. We need to hit a DCE next turn. We have 3 in our deck, okay? So I'm going to grab a Glaceon just so we can discard it maybe with a Sycamore. We have 4 into our deck, 1 Sycamore. So we'll grab the Glaceon. We'll put down the Force of Giant Plants. Put down the Gloom. Put down Gloom. No, wrong Pokemon. Come on, Squeaky. Alright, so put down Gloom, put down Vileplume. We will Rainbow Energy the active and go for Swift for 20. Yeah, so we'll just hit for 20. It does unfortunately not hit. Oh, it hits for 30. Sorry. It does not hit for weakness. So my opponent's turn. Can they find a DC? Can they find a Garbodor? These are all really good questions right now. They are in Train Lock thanks to Vileplume. But do they play Rangers? Another question. If they don't play Ranger, Flash Ray could just win this game for sure. Now they might play multiple Enhanced Hammers like we saw Azul did. There's a Garbodor immediately coming down, which is very, very bad for us, okay? So Garbodor coming down. And does the opponent have a second Enhanced Hammer? We know they have a Sycamore in their hand. There's a Sycamore. Go and discard their hand. Draw 7 new cards. So, it's weird he didn't put down the Force of Giant... the Perilous City. I guess we could have bumped like our Shamans and then played other cards. But the thing that's really bad right now is if he licensed like a Regice or somebody, it's kind of stuck there since like Manaphy can't give us free retreat. But if we top like a DC, we could knock out this Yveltal. And that'd be fantastic, obviously, because then he can hurt us into that Flash Ray. So we'll see. What does our opponent have here? Does he have another Enhanced Hammer? Man, these Garbodors, we played back-to-back Garbodor decks. Like, round 1 was very hard as well. The Darkrai Giratina Garbodor, and now playing against an Yveltal Garbodor deck. They're just pretty much everywhere online right now. Oh, but let's see. It does not look like my opponent hit a DC right now. I mean, if he did have one, I imagine he immediately played it down. There's a Darkrai on the Yveltal EX. And will we see a pass? Will we top deck a DCE? Will we hit anything? That's the big question, like always. So pass onto our turn, which is fantastic. And there's an in. Alright, with the in, hopefully we hit a DCE. And there's a DCE, so we'll flash rate to knock out this Yveltal. And can my opponent find a Ranger? So put a DC in the active. We'll use that flash rate, knocking out the active, doing 140. And now things become weird. Like, he can't hit us unless he plays Ranger. There's a Vileplume, but he could Life Center somebody up, which is definitely the worst part. So here comes Garbodor. Don't care about that too much. We can't two-shot it. Like, we can two-shot it, but that's not what we want to do. There's a Fear Red going down the Yveltal. It doesn't... I mean, I guess it does. No, we two-shot it regardless. So, fighting for the Yveltal. Alright. And there's a VS Seeker. 4-8 in. We're both going to get... I'm going to get 5. He's going to get 6. And like I said, I imagine he's looking for, like, a Ranger for the following turn. For sure. Man, if he gets that Garbodor with the X spot, we still can't do anything. Alright, so Magirna, DCE. Do we put the DCE down? I'm probably going to put the DC in the active. It definitely seems like the better play, just in case he does play the second Hand Stammer. But then we can't find a way to retreat our Pokemon as well. But the only thing I'm really worried about is a... What is it? I'm more worried about a pitch Black Spear than an Yveltal EX. So a Dark Union on Yveltal EX. And just a pass onto our turn, okay? So we get a Jolteon. Alright, so now we're in a weird spot. I think what we're going to do is put a DC on a Regice and flash rate for 70. And what could happen is we could license the Garbodor next turn. And, like, we can't obviously hit a knockout. We have to hit, like, a Ranger and a Lysander, which is impossible with this hand right now. So, see my opponents, they're going to draw a card. Do they have a Lysander? They could bring up the Regice, take a knock on it if they want to do that. But then we hit his Yveltal for 140. And our hand is full of Pokemon as... Oh, man, so many things. It gets very interesting right now. So, there's a Lysander. Going to bring up the Vileplume to get stuck in the axe spot. I don't care about this too much. Not really that big of a deal. So, just pass onto our turn. We get an Oddish. He can't knock out our Jolteon straight away either. It has too much HP. Unless he has another energy to the Yveltal, then that can knock us out, right? Because he can knock it out on the 4. But then we set up Regice and we found a Rainbow Energy, take a knockout that way, or a Water Energy, which is fantastic as well. So Vileplume is just stuck in the active spot. No way to get this close enough Garbodor, and there's a reverse Valley come down. Don't care about that too much. The Sycamore going to discard his hand, draw 7 cards. He discards another VS Seeker, okay? So there's a Fright Night Yveltal coming down, which I said, this is the problem. Fright Night Yveltal is the scary part, because we can't retreat and attack. Like, that's the main concern right now. Alright, so DC going to the active. We see Ultra Bug. Going to discard 2 cards to hand. Discards a Shaman and a Trubbish. And will he grab another Pokemon? Okay, so another Yveltal EX. What we could potentially do is license up in the active spot. Maybe get it stuck that way, but he probably plays multiple Flow Stones. There's a Max Elixir going to his hand. And does he get a Pitch Black Spear? If he gets a Pitch Black Spear, that's pretty much going to be game. So not going to need anything with a Max Elixir. Alright. We know he's the Yveltal EX in his hand, but we don't know what the other card is, okay? So retreats actually right now. Does he play Energy Switch? And Yveltal EX coming down, just pass onto our turn. Alright, so we're going to end. Oh, man. Yeah, we're going to end right now. We're just going to end, give both players a new hand of 6. We get 5, he gets 6, but we need to find some energy cards to retreat this Vileplume. Okay, alright, that's not a good hand at all. Okay, so we'll Training Spell. Ooh, we can grab a Ninja Boy, and if we top deck a Rainbow Energy eventually, we can swap out this Regice for a Ninja Boy. Alright, so we'll press stun onto my opponent's turn. He's probably going to start Pitch Black Spear, and he has a he is going to two-shot this Vileplume thanks to that reverse flag coming down, which is great. I think that's a cool thing as well. He can two-shot our Vileplume and make it where it's easier for us to send it Regice. Fighting Field going to the bench, Yveltal EX. Floatstone going down to the active, give it for your treat. And can he find a Dark Energy? He has 3. He has 7 Darks already in play, so he might not have it. He might be low on Dark Energies unless he plays a Super Rod. There's Ultra Ball, discard Ultra Ball in Perilous City. And let's see, how many Darks does he have left? Did he run out of Dark Energies already? Like 7. He might play like 10 max. But not going to get anything with the Ultra Ball. Okay. And will he retreat and go for Yveltal or White Cyclone? He could White Cyclone right now, just move 90 off the active to the bench. There's Sycamore, and he's going to Sycamore, discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. Alright, and now he commanded the Fighting Drill to the Yveltal EX. Okay, the Dark Energy active. So we'll see a Pitch Black Spear for 60 and 60 to Jolteon. Alright, but on my part turn, do we hit, there's a Water Energy, okay. Not that really useful. Do we still attach it? No, I don't think we attach it at all. I think right now what we do is we Ninja Boy the Regice into a Jolteon, okay? And then we try to hit one of these 3 Rainbow Energies. So we'll get Jolteon, put a DC on it, Water Energy, a Manaphy, and then we'll just pass him opponent's turn, right? So he's going to take a knockout going at 3 prize cards, but if we hit a Rainbow Energy, we can knock out the active. And how many VS Seekers has he played? 3 VS Seekers, so he probably has 1 left, maybe another Lysander as well. So a DC going to the Yveltal EX, okay. We haven't played a Lysander yet either, okay? That's another thing to note. Now, if he takes a knockout, and does he play a second hand slammer? That's so many questions to ask about his list. What cards did he cut? What cards does he have? If he has a second hand slammer, that pretty much is going to be a game. Like, he'd discard the DC. But we'll see a Pitch Black Spear. Do 60 to the active, take a knockout, and put 70 in Jolteon, going down to 3 prize cards. Yep. Alright, so that's a good thing for us. Wait, he actually doesn't take a knockout yet. Alright, so there's the Ultra Ball. We'll discard the Vileplume and the Oddish to get out somebody that we really don't want. Like, we don't want Vileplume anymore. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we don't want Vileplume anymore. It's pretty much useless. Then we'll Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Alright, we have 10 left. There's a Lysander DC of Water. Oh, what to do? Alright, so I think we attach do we attach Water Energy to anybody? Like, he's gonna take a knockout this turn, right? We go down to 9 cards left in our deck. If we hit a rainbow, we don't win the game, but we put ourselves in a really good position. So I'm just gonna press done. We'll put down 4 giant plants and press done. Just bounce the stadium. Okay, so press done. I'm not poster. He has 4 cards left. He could actually maybe hypothetically deck out, but that's probably not gonna happen either. The key thing is how many VS Seekers and Lysanders does he have to knock out these Shaman? So there's a VS Seeker for a Lysander. Okay, and who is he gonna bring up? Does he bring up the Jolteon, smack it for a knockout? Oh, okay, what we could do right now is a really interesting play. So we're going to see him Lysander the Shaman, hit for 60 and knock this guy out. But what I could do right now is Lysander the Garbodor and take a knockout that way, sit at the Manaphy, and then Flash Ray him. So on our turn, we're going to DC the active, Lysander, bring in the Garbodor, and we are going to Sky Turn for 30 for the knockout. Okay, so 20, 40, 60, 80. Who do we send up, though? It can't hurt Vileplume because it's on the bench, so that's great. We could send the Jolteon. That's another possibility as well. Man. Okay, so who do we send up? I kind of wish we put down Regice and let it get smacked for 60 instead. Let's see. If we send a Shaman, it might be stuck in that spot. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, I'm gonna send him a Shaman right now. I think I'm fine. If he, we'll go down to 4 prize cards. There is a Trainer's Mail. Okay. All right, so things are looking kind of interesting. Like I said, he can send up the Yveltal, take a knockout, going down to 2. But then if we hit a Rainbow Energy, we pretty much win the game. So there's a Yveltal coming up. Okay. And can we top deck a Rainbow Energy? We top deck Rainbow Energy, we could bring up the Yveltal, take a knockout, and then he's out of VS Seekers and maybe out of Lysanders. Now, he probably still plays that 1 Ranger. Maybe he might play the 1 Ranger. So 20, 40, 60, 80. He needs an energy to knock out this Shaman, okay? He has 4 Darks, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 DCEs. So he has 2 DCEs as well. But can we find... There's a DC go to the active. Wow. Another Yveltal X coming down as well. We see an Yveltal as well. Okay. So, we have some interesting ideas. There's a Shaman coming down. Okay, going to set up for 1. I wonder what he's digging for. Maybe a Lysander right now to bring up the Jolteon to knock it out. Which I actually be perfectly fine with. I think our plan right now is like Lysander up a maybe Yveltal and get it stuck in the X spot. 1, 2, 3. He has 3 DCs, maybe 1 left overall, right? So he has maybe 1 DC left for sure. But does he find... Do we? Okay, the question is, do we top deck a Rainbow Energy? If we top deck Rainbow Energy, we pretty much got the game unlocked. So we'll send the Jolteon, okay? And on our turn, what do we find? We find an N. Oh man, that's not what I really want to find. So we'll put down Regice. We'll put down Mew. And do we end our opponent? Do we attach a DC and then end, or do we end first? So we'll put down Mew. Put down Shaman. DCE a Shaman. And I think right now, do we end? He can retreat our Pitch Black Spear, which is very scary as well. I wish we had an energy to knock. A Rainbow Energy to knock out this guy. We have two options. We can either Light Center up the Yveltal, get it stuck in the X spot, and hope he doesn't have a DCE, which could be a possibility. I think that's what I'll do right now, though. I think I want to Light Center, bring in the Yveltal, but then he can Evolve for knockouts. Oh man, so many decisions right now. I think I'm gonna end. Put opponent down to 4. We'll get 2. Yeah, that's fine. And we just gotta hope we hit a Rainbow Energy, right? We have 2 rainbows left, and there's a Rainbow Energy. That's fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna Rainbow, do 140 to this guy, and it's gonna be interesting to see how this game's gonna end out. So we'll Flash Ray for 140. Okay. Does he play a second Light Center right now? That's the big question. So 140 going to the active. He can maybe Pitch Black Sphere once, do 60 and 60 to a bench. But then what does he do afterwards? Like, he might... It comes down to, does he play a second... Does he play either a Pokemon Ranger or second Lysander? One of these two cards will win him the game if he does decide to do this play. Alright, so we might see the Fright Night Yveltal come up. We'll Pitch Black Spear, knock it out for sure. We one-shot it, and then he has to hit he has to hit a Ranger or a Lysander. So, it's a very interesting matchup. So, Dark Unicorn, that guy, okay. And there's a Y-Cycle. Let me move a DC off this guy, probably to the bench, Yveltal EX, which means he probably has a way to win the game. So he might go for Shame Loop, actually, alright? So go for Flash Ray for the knockout. Going out of 2 price cards. Alright. Going out of 2, 1 to 2. We get a 4 Shine Plants and an Ultra Ball, okay? And we'll most likely see Shaman coming up and go for that Sky Return play, which is very nice. He can use it later on because we don't have Garbodor, which means he has a way to win. If he's digging for a way to win, he has a way to win, right? So we see Sky Return. Going to send it probably to Yveltal EX, most likely. But he's only going to be with Shaman for a couple. No, go to send the Yveltal, right? So no Earth Player. We get a Level Ball. We can Flash Ray for the knockout, going down to 1. He draws a card. Can put down, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he gets Shaman for 2. Oh, my goodness. He has a DCE, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we had to go for Flash Ray this turn. Like 100% had to go for Flash Ray. But do we go for Evolve to knock out the next turn? Can Evolve knock out the Yveltal EX 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? No, it can't. I was hoping to Lysander, obviously, to Lysander the Yveltal, get it stuck in the active spot, and hit it for 140. So right now, I think we're just going for a Flash Ray and just hope he doesn't have anything. So a Flash Ray for a knockout, going down to 1 price card. So it's 1 to 2. If he finds a Ranger or a Lysander, he can win right now by sending his Yveltal EX. So he's going to send Yveltal EX, attach a DCE, and he's obviously digging for something, right? He has something in his hand that he wants to find, but can he find it or not is the big question. He's going to barely draw some cards. He can send the Fright Night Yveltal, hit us, but that we take a knockout on the win. That way, if he sends the Yveltal EX, we can smack it from 140. Alright, so here comes the Yveltal EX, and doesn't want to have anything or not. We brought the game back 1 to 2. And let's see what's going to happen. Does he have a Lysander? Does he have a Ranger? That's the 2 cards. So DC to the active. Okay, we saw that coming. We know he has Shaman. He can set it for 2. But what's left in his deck? Alright, and there's a second Lysander. So he did have the second Lysander. Gonna bring up the Manaphy and take a knockout with Evolve. He had the knockout regardless without the energy. And yeah, that was a great game 1. So 2 things to note is I'm pretty sure he doesn't play like Ranger. I'm pretty sure it's like almost an exact replica of like Azula's list. And I don't think he plays Ranger, but he plays 2 Lysander. So I'll go first. Game 2. Man, if we had that turn 1 Vileplume, like we had the Oddish, we had the Gloom. Why is my camera so far down? Sorry guys, I just realized my camera was in a weird spot. Yeah, but on to game number 2. Let's scroll over to Valbox. And yeah, that was a really close game for sure. So we'll go Valbox. I'm pretty sure that's the right one. Man, so many different decks. I should have like have this saved somehow. Yeah, that's Valbox. We'll press accept. Alright. And we'll see what happens. Do we get that turn 1 Vileplume or not? That's the big question. Alright, so here we go. Game number 2, playing against the Yveltal Garbodor deck. Alright, so going coin flip. Tails, we won the coin flip regardless, so yes, I would like to go first. And can we get that turn 1 Vileplume? Alright, so we got a Regice, a Manaphy, we got the Force Giant Plants. But we don't have the right attacker. So we'll put Regice down, we'll put down the Manaphy, we'll put down the Oddish, and then we'll Shaman, Force Giant Plants. So we have a bunch of Pokemon, which is, a bunch of good cards on our first turn, which is great. Okay, so gonna get nothing. Now, I wonder if he plays a second Enhanced Hammer. We didn't see one that game, but it doesn't mean he doesn't have it, right? I mean, we could have Trainer locked him. He didn't have it anymore. It could be his last price card. He could have Ranger as well. We just don't know it. So, yes, we'll draw him for the mulligan. There's a Rainbow Energy. We'll press stun, and can we get this turn with Vileplume, okay? So, put down Force of Giant Plants, put down the Rainbow Energy, Trainer's Mail for 3. Trainer's Mail, not going to hit anything. And then we'll Shaman for 4 new cards. And can we find Gloom and Vileplume? Alright, there's an end. Okay, so we got the Ultra Ball. With this card, Jirachi seems pretty useless, and the Lugia seems pretty useless as well. We'll grab a Gloom. How many Ninja Boys are in here? So 2 Ninja Boys, okay? So grab the Gloom. Put that guy down, and then we'll play an in. And can we find a Vileplume or not? Get that turn 1 Vileplume lock, and I do not see one right now. We'll go for Trainer's Mode. Hopefully hit an Ultra Ball. If we hit an Ultra Ball, we'll be golden. Come on, Ultra Ball, and oh no, we don't hit it. Alright, so grab Force Giant Plants, just get out of our deck. Man, we barely whiffed it. We'll put down a Mew. Man, we whiffed the Vileplume again. No Ultra Ball, no Vileplume. Unfortunate. Unfortunate for sure. I'm just gonna press pass. So, does he find the Enhanced Hammer? If he finds the Enhanced Hammer, that's gonna be pretty bad. I dropped my phone. Flowstone, turn 1 Flowstone as well. That's great. And Yveltal coming down. Fury Belt going to the Yveltal as well. Shaman, gonna set up for 3 new cards. Alright, so gonna set up, put 3 new cards in his hand. Now, if we top deck a Lysander, we could knock out the Trubbish, but we need a top deck like Vileplume and Lysander, which is impossible. Unless our opponent ends us, that'd be fantastic. So, let's see. He could... Oh, man, he could knock us out this turn. Okay, so he has the Enhanced Hammer again. Oh, my lord. Alright, so we're going to Enhanced Hammer our Trubbish. Okay, I mean, our Regice again. Oh, both games, we whiffed the turn with Vileplume. This time missing the Vileplume. Last turn missing the Force Giant Plants. So you see Ultra Ball, discard a Via Seeker and a Dark Energy. Most likely going to get another Shaman out if he doesn't have a supporter card. But no, going to grab the Frightened Yveltal, which is great. Can he find a Dark? And okay, another Shaman coming down. Okay, gonna set up for 5 new cards. Opponent is digging a lot. Like, I imagine he's probably trying to find a Max Elixir and a DC to start using that Pitch Black Spear, which is very good attack for sure. So, Fighting Form going to that guy, which is actually really good. That's a really smart idea because now we can't one-shot his Yveltal EX. There's a Dark Energy going, I mean, not Yveltal EX, a regular Yveltal. So, Dark Energy, Trainer's Mail. Gonna grab a Max Elixir, and he could double Max Elixir onto this Yveltal, and we'll be in trouble. Okay, that's another possibility. So, Max Elixir going to the top cards of his deck. Put a Dark Energy in that guy. Okay. And does he have Supporter cards? Retreat to this guy. And he probably doesn't have anything. So on our turn, we get a Regice. Now, he could have something. He could have like Garbodor and a Supporter card in his hand. And that'd be really bad, right? So I'm just going to put a DC in the active. I'm going to think he doesn't have anything. Yeah, I'm going to Sycamore, discard a hand, draw 7 new cards. And we're looking for a Vileplume, obviously. A Vileplume and a Ninja Boy would be fantastic. Alright, so no Ninja Boy right now. We can Ultra Ball, discard the Oddish and Gloom to get out Vileplume. But I don't know how great Vileplume is going to be right now, especially since we can't really do anything. I mean, he can just like put down what is it? Put down oh my goodness, put down a Garbodor and shut us off that way, which is very bad. So press stun onto our opponent's turn. They're going to draw a card. Alright, so no Rainbow Energy either to use Resistance Blizzard next turn as well. And there's a Garbodor. Does he have a supporter card? Did he have both cards in his hand? Was he just... Oh, another Enhanced Hammer. Oh my goodness. Really? Alright, so another Enhanced Hammer coming down. But does he have anything? He could have... Okay, nope, Sycamore. So yeah, we should have in there. He definitely had like Garbodor's supporter card in his hand. And that's pretty much... Man, like, I don't want to say it's going to be game, but it's very close like being game right now. Like, he's ran out of resources. Like, man, both games we have very bad luck on our side, and I don't think we could be able to win this. Like, he's going to start Pitch Black Spearing us for 70 and 60 to a Shaman. Alright, 16 to Manaphy. Seems great. Sure, whatever. So now our turn. Get a DCE. Okay, that's not the greatest. We'll put a DC on the Shaman. And then we'll Juniper discard our hand, draw 70 cards. Okay. So, there's a Lysander, an Ultra Ball. Okay. I'm gonna pass. If he plays the third hand stammer, like, he switched decks. Alright, so I'm gonna draw a card. I don't think he plays the third hand stammer. Like, that'd be crazy if he plays the third hand stammer. I'd probably cry if he plays the third hand stammer, to be honest. But, I mean, our plan is, I mean, does he play Ranger? If we top deck an energy, like a Rainbow Energy, and maybe, like, Ninja the Shaman off to somebody, we could just win by just hitting over and over the Yveltal again, making where he can't Ranger us. Like, if we could do that, and he doesn't have a way to combat the Jolteon, we could just win that way, which is fantastic. Oh, man. Now, he can't take a double knockout going out of 3. There's an end, so we'll get 6. He gets 6 as well. Does he go for a knockout this turn or not? It's going to be my big question. Okay, so we'll get 6 new cards. There is no Ninja Boy Steel, which is very unfortunate. So we'll see a DC go to Yveltal. We'll see a knockout most likely. Max looks like they're going to put a no Dark Energy, okay. And let's see, what will our opponent do here? It's a very unfortunate turn of events right now. For sure, right? It's a very unfortunate thing for us. So we could see him knock this guy out, right? So Pitch Box, you're probably taking the 3 price per card, right? Why would you not? Oh, he has actually hit the Shaman, which I think is a huge misplay. Like, we're just gonna Sky Return, pick it up back in our hand. So instead of Shaman, we're just gonna Sky Return, pick it up. So in our turn, give me a Jolteon. Alright, that's Sycamore. That's not what I want. Okay. Alright, so we can Sky Return for 30. Send it to Vileplume, get it stuck for a turn. The Vileplume makes things very weird right now. If we play like one Floatstone, we can put on the Vileplume, be good to go, but we don't play Vileplume. Or we don't play Floatstone. So I'm gonna Love Ball. Let's see what's in our deck, because we haven't really searched deck at all. I don't think we have. So Water, 2 Rainbows. This is our last DC in hand. We have 1 Jolteon, holy cow, and 2 Ninja Boys. Alright, so press done. So we can Sky Return for 30, right? I think my plan is just to end right now and just hope we draw into like a Jolteon and Energy, which would be fantastic. So no Jolteon, unfortunately, right? Okay, so we'll put down Shaman and Sky Return for 30 to send the other Shaman. Which I know seems very strange, but he can't knock us out this turn. I mean, he could potentially knock us out this turn, but I'm not too scared. We'll send a Shaman. Well, I guess we'll try to go for like a Shaman loop right now while we try to get a Jolteon to play. So he's going to knock out the Manaphy, going out of 3, but he's not going to knock out the Shaman. The max he can do is 70. So we see another Pitch Black Spear, Yveltal coming down. We just got to hope we find this Jolteon. We have 1 prize, which is very unfortunate. Okay. What to do? He has not played a single Lysander yet. He's played 1 Via Seeker. We know he plays 2 Lysander, 4 Via Seeker. We saw the last game. Okay. There's a Reversal coming down. I don't care about that too much. He still can't knock us out. We don't care about 4-star plants, really. So a Dark Union going to Yveltal. Okay. And a Sycamore going to discard his hand, draw 70 cards. This card's a Trubbish and a Sycamore, okay? Alright, so he's going to Pitch Black Spear, whatever, we don't care about that. He can't take a knockout this turn. I don't think he has enough max looks to pull a combo. So Pitch Black Spear, do an 80 and 60 to that guy, okay? So going down to 3. On our turn, we get a Sycamore, okay? This is our 1 Rainbow Energy, right? I think our other Rainbows are prized, unfortunately. It's not good. So put a DC on this guy. We'll put a Shaman down. And I think we go for Sky Return, right? Just Sky Return. He's played 2 Max Elixirs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If he hits a DC at a Max Elixir, he can knock us out. He can knock the Shaman out. Which is not good because he goes in 1 prize card. Oh, I just wish we had a Jolteon. Okay, so we're going to Sky Return for 30. I don't want to discard. I'm pretty sure it's the last Rainbow, right? So we'll hit Sky Return for 30. Send him the other Shaman, and I think that's our play right now. Now, what he could do is, like, Lysander the Vileplume, and we get stuck in the app, so I'm going to just lose that way regardless. Which is obviously not good. So Ultra Ball, going to discard 2 cards from his deck. He might have both of his Lysander prize. That could be fantastic. Yeah, that could be great. Just not having access to Lysanders could be a fantastic thing. So he Ultra Ball discards a Garbodor and an Yveltal EX. I think Garbs and Yveltal don't care about that. He's probably just thinking against that guy, right? I imagine that's what he's doing. So Max looks here. Going to the top 6 cards of his deck. Not going to hit anything. Okay, that's great. There's a DC go to that guy. Like, I think he's playing, like, right now, it's like okay, no, that's great play right there. Bringing up our Vileplume, and that's pretty much, it's not going to win the game, but it's going to be, like, very close. We have to hit a reverse Valley. No, we have to hit Ninja Boy right now. If we don't hit Ninja Boy, we lose the game. So, Paralyticity coming down, okay, don't care about that. He's going to 2-shot our Vileplume either way. So, going down to 3 cards, okay. We gotta find a Ninja Boy right now. If we top deck a Ninja Boy, we have somewhat of a chance. Trainer's Mail, come on, Ninja Boy. And there's a Ninja Boy. That's fantastic. So what we can do now is we can Ninja Boy the Shaman into a Jolteon. Okay. We can put a DC on this guy and pass to our opponent's turn. Okay. So he can take a knockout, hit us for 60, but then we touch Rainbow Energy, and can he find a way to take the last 2 prize cards? Now he could just not attack, which is a fantastic play as well. But then he's digging for like a Lysander to bring up this guy, right? He could have a Lysander right now to smack us, but that doesn't matter too much, like, right? Yeah, that doesn't matter. He needs to not attack right now. He needs to pass. That's his best play. He needs to pass and wait, I think, maybe? Like, wait till you can knock out the Yveltal, wait till you can knock out the Jolteon with the Yveltal. I think it's what you need to do right now. If he takes a knockout, we're going to start using, Flash Rain, probably just win the game that way. He probably can't find a way to knock out the Jolteon. So does give Pitch Black Spear, or does he play Pokemon Ranger? We still don't know if he plays Pokemon Ranger. We didn't see one last game. So there's a VS Seeker for a Lysander, which I think is a great play for sure. Going to bring the Jolteon up to the act spot. And going to smack it. Okay, so Lysander bring the Jolteon up. Okay. But how many VS Seekers has he played? So 2 VS Seekers and 1 Lysander. So we go to 130 onto our turn. We get a Ninja Boy. So put a Rainbow Energy in the active. We'll go for Flash Ray. Or do we Sycamore? We could Sycamore the end of down to 3 cards. But no, right now I'm going to Flash Ray. I'm going to Flash Ray for 70, making where he can't, like, hit us at all. Now, he could Lysander the Vileplume and then smack us and then win the game that way, so DCE, okay. Yeah, if he has a Lysander, he can win the game right now. So, Yveltal coming up, he can Lysander, bring the Vileplume, take 3 prize cards, right? Yeah. So, like, VS Seeker for Lysander, bring the Vileplume up, and he'll win the game that way, unless I'm crazy. But no, once the Jolteon hits the bench, he wins the game that way. So, yeah. Unfortunate, like, both games 1-2, we had the turn of Vileplume, but did not, like, find the right piece. Like, we pretty much would have won the game. Like, he can't get down Garbodor, he can't do anything. Like, he plays double Lysander, but we have multiple ways to retreat, and that's what happens sometimes. Like, Garbodor's so strong right now, which is why, like, it's such a threat. Man, that was game 1-2. We had the turn with Vileplume. We just missed like one of the key pieces. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. We are currently 1-1. It's best of 7. So hopefully we don't play against another Garbodor deck, because that is not fun at all. Like, playing against Garbodor, it's probably the worst thing to do. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.